I've switched locations on all dating apps, and I found that I had the most success in Singapore, I think, because they see me as tall and cute.
What's good, homies? Welcome back to Grim. It's time to check out more Match Me Abroad, which has a new season. And for those uninitiated, this is basically like 90 Day Fiancé Light, where we meet super awkward people trying to find love overseas because they simply cannot find anything that's going to be worthwhile in their home countries. And there's really one person on this show that I give a damn about, and that is Harold. If you haven't seen my videos on this guy, watch this one as an introduction and then go back and watch all the other ones, because this dude is one of the most comically awkward people that I've ever seen on television, but at the same time, I am rooting so badly for him to find love. So before we get into it, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If we can hit 2,000 likes on this video, that would be incredible. And without any further ado, let's get right on into it, shall we?
What do you think?
Oh, wow.
Oh, you're just saying that. You're my grandmother. You have to say that.
So as we're checking back in with Harold, things are a little bit rough, okay? He's living with his grandma in Texas. It sounds like he moves a lot for his job, but he just does not want to find a house of his own and instead lives with her. Look, no shade. And in fact, I'm sure it's a good thing for both of them. She seems a little bit older and he seems lonely and like he needs a friend. But also, when we look at the fact that he's having trouble finding dates in America, I think that's probably key number one. Nobody wants to be taken back home to your house and have to stay quiet for grandma.
But I miss you for a little while, and then I'm okay. I go off with my lady friends.
I hope to make some lady friends too.
And the way this guy talks, just there's something about it that just makes me feel like he's straight up a Pixar character. Last time I reviewed this show, I don't think Love on the Spectrum was a thing, but honestly, I feel like he would be better fit on that show because he talks about the fact that he's autistic, and that's one of the reasons that he has such troubles following social cues, and he feels very awkward at times. And I just want to preface this video by saying anything I say about this guy, it's totally in good spirits. I'm not trying to put him down for being awkward, but he straight up is. So I enjoy watching the cringe that is him trying to find love.
At my age, living with my grandmother, it's not tragic, depressing, or sad at all. Maybe a little bit on the weekends.
And just everything he says sounds like it's just it's coming from the mouth of somebody who might be forever alone. And I'm not saying that you can't find another fellow nerdy girl, but he's much like a lot of people on these shows where he has this idyllic view of the type of person that he can attract. He thinks he's gonna find a Barbie that's like super, attractive and fit, but also super nerdy and into his nerdiness, which I'm sure those do exist out there, but that's gonna be like trying to find a needle in a haystack, you know what I mean? You gotta find somebody who's on the same nerdy level as you, my guy.
I'm very eager to live on my own with my future wife, but dating in America hasn't worked out for me.
And much like a lot of other people on this show that have been lonely for so long, he seems to be obsessed with the idea of starting a family, moving in with somebody, getting married. So I'm afraid that at the first chance or the first sign of somebody, reciprocating interest in him, he's just gonna go out and buy an engagement ring again. It's gonna be like last season where he just absolutely jumps the gun. And because he's such a noob with this stuff, he doesn't know how to pace it out, you know what I mean? He thinks, oh, they like me back? Time to start shopping for a ring and looking for homes on Zillow. It's official. I'm a family man. And in reality, it does not work that way, as we all know.
Lately, I've switched locations on all dating apps, and I found that I had the most success in Singapore, I think, because they see me as tall and cute.
That's right. If you're from Singapore, please chime in and let me know what you think of Harold here. Is he tall and cute? I'm not saying that you can't think he is, but I love that he's just like, yeah, all their guys over there are just so short and ugly that, an American guy like me, I'm just going to be drowning in it over there. He didn't quite say that verbatim, but that's what his confidence is telling me. Maybe he thinks he'll be like unique over there, but isn't Singapore pretty multicultural? I'm sure there's a lot of white nerdy guys looking for a waifu over there.
First, Singaporean women are beautiful and sexy. Also, I noticed that a lot of women over there, they love anime in their dating profiles.
And as we all know, last season he went to Prague, so I think he said he found success on dating apps in Singapore specifically. I don't know why he's buying Tinder Gold or whatever it's called and changing his location to different countries, trying to test which one is going to be, the most successful for him finding love. But apparently Singapore, he's getting a lot of matches, which for him might be one or two, but that's better than zero in America or France or anywhere else that he's been trying. So Singapore it is, I guess.
It's very nerdy here in America, but I've seen thousands and thousands of anime, so it would be really cool if we nerded out on all the same things.
And I wasn't lying when I just said waifu. That's right. He wants to find women who love anime just like he does because he thinks that he's an anime main character and his love story is going to directly tie in with, the love arc of his favorite animes. And again, I'm not trying to shell over his dreams, but he needs to be a little bit more realistic or else he's going to continue to be let down like he was first season.
My plan is to move to Singapore if I find my soulmate. Right away. I'm all packed up, just ready to go.
And what's scary is he's kind of like a lot of these other 90 Day Fiancé stars or type, people where they just are ready to absolutely uproot their life at the first sign of finding love. Which for me, if somebody, I was interested in, I started talking with them and they immediately were like, yeah, so when can I move into your country and get citizenship? I would be so just scared and turned off at that point. And I'm sure many of you feel the same way.
Then may you bring a wife home.
I will, thank you.
Be safe. I'll miss you a lot.
I miss you too. Bye, Grandma.
And again, I'm not trying to make fun of the guy, but damn, bro, you've been around your grandma your whole life and you're still this stiff and rigid and awkward around her. Somebody who he's known literally since the minute he was born. So how is he going to be, comfortable around women? I really don't have the highest of hopes, but I'd love to see him stumble through this.
Welcome to Singapore. How was your flight?
It's good.
This is all you brought.
Yeah, I tried to pack light.
And color me surprised, he didn't give his matchmaker here, Dolly, a hover hand when he gave her a hug. At least if he did, it was, less than half an inch, which is pretty good for, an awkward guy like this. I would almost think hugging somebody who looks like a movie star like this would just be very difficult for this guy. But you know what? He's surprising me with each episode that I see him. I think this guy's awkward, but he's capable of much more than I give him credit for.
What have you brought?
I brought some drawings. I brought some sketchbooks. I brought myself. I brought my hopes and dreams.
And about 10 pounds worth of suspenders, because I have to wear suspenders with every outfit, even though the last matchmaker spent a whole episode trying to get me to realize how fucking dorky these suspenders look and how nobody will take me seriously when I'm wearing them. I mean, you're totally giving middle school science teacher.
I'm absolutely passionate about matchmaking. I'm constantly on the lookout for my clients. Everywhere I go, I am in the zone.
But it sounds like this lady that's helping him is really good at what she does. Her energy seems good, and I'm hoping that she can pull out the exciting parts of Harold's personality while suppressing or at least, weakening those really awkward parts that I think are going to be glaring to anybody who meets him right now. Now, he is lucky, once again, him being in a foreign country, even though a lot of people here probably know English, there's always going to be a slight language barrier, so you can chalk up a lot of awkwardness to being, related to that. But still, I think he's going to be way too awkward for most people to be taken seriously.
I love that you're quirky, Harold. But if you're trying to charm a girl, don't be yourself.
So this lady's first piece of advice is, okay, I love your personality, everything you got going on here. I love the suspenders, but if you're serious about finding love and having a woman be interested in you, I need you to not be yourself. And she just stares at him like that. Like, that is so fucking awkward, bro. Why are you telling this guy that? That's gonna break his ego. Not that he really has one yet, but still, that's gotta be so depressing to hear from a dating coach, somebody who's meant to, matchmake and help you find people to the best of your ability, telling you that your personality is just not it and you need to suppress it.
Right? I'm gonna help you to improve on your flirtation skills.
All right.
But she kind of worded that a little bit strange, but really what she means at the end of the day is she wants him to be more confident, less timid, and I think that's totally fine. That's often what it takes to actually capture the attention of somebody. If they can see that you're nervous as hell and just not having a good time and stressing out over the next thing you're going to say or the next thing you're going to do, they're just not going to be in the moment and present with you. And that's what a lot of these awkward guys just don't understand, but also they don't know how to get past that awkwardness because they don't really have enough time to practice.
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt? What?
When you fell from heaven.
Don't do that. No.
Oh, dude, Harold, she tells him to work on his flirting, and instantly he goes for like one of the worst dad joke level pickup lines that, we've heard 1,000 times. She just shuts that shit down right away too. Like, bro, girls are sophisticated over here in Singapore. You're not about to be winning them over with this bull that you just tried to tell me.
I'm gonna be a coach, a teacher, to nudge you in the right way. You need to sell yourself to go on a second date.
He's going to take that literally and just start working the corner here in Singapore. You got to be very straightforward with what you say with this guy. All right, don't speak in riddles like that. What she means really, though, is that he just needs to kind of bullshit his way into feeling confident. Even if he's not confident around these women, as long as he gives off the vibe that he is, things are going to be so much better for him.
What's your impression so far?
I've had eyes only for you. I've had eyes only for you.
Oh, are you flirting with me right now, Harold?
Bro, this is this is your dating coach. Why are you trying to riz her up right now? I know you see this as like easy practice, but all of these little lines and little, quips that he's giving out are just making me die of cringe, bro. Just be normal for once, Harold, please. I beg of you.
I love it. Am I gonna fall in love with you?
Probably not.
But you know what? She's a good sport about it. She understands that he's just trying to, get comfortable in talking this way. And we never know. We might see him next episode and he's just ready to start rizzing everybody up left and right. This is step one to him becoming the confident Harold 2.0 that she was talking about.
Hello, I'm checking in.
Are you staying together?
No. I'm smooth, but not that smooth.
Okay, sure.
He's like, yeah, we're not checking in together, but I wish we were because she's super gorgeous. I just love how awkward this dude is. He really, he just makes me, he puts a smile on my face is the only way I could say it.
I'm just wondering, how comfortable are you for me to go with you to your hotel room and just have a look at what you've packed?
Oh, okay. That's where she was going with that. I was really confused at first, like, what are you going to be doing up there? But no, she's basically going to be reviewing his wardrobe that he brought with him. And I'm not lying. I really think one of these suitcases is entirely full of suspenders. I've seen this guy's drip. He's just not willing to let these suspenders go. No matter how many dating coaches he has that tell him that is their first tip.
Suspenders.
And you could tell right away she's not feeling these suspenders, nor is any other woman in the world, besides maybe an 80-year-old named Doris, who sees them and they remind her of her late husband. But besides that, nobody in the, age range that he's looking for a future partner is gonna be looking at this and thinking, wow, this guy's got it all together.
Here are my...
More suspenders?
These are the best. These are my favorite. These are my measuring tape suspenders.
Not the rule. Dude, he's never letting these go. I remember him wearing those season 1. And the first dating coach even gave him the same reaction, like instantly saying, if you're serious about not being lonely the rest of your life, you pretty much need to throw these away. In fact, you should burn them.
Do you actually measure stuff with these?
They measure the quality of a man.
Okay.
But needless to say, it sounds like he's going to get another makeover. And at this point, I'm kind of worried that this season's just going to be a replay of the exact same steps that he took last season that he clearly has forgotten in the time that he's been alone and the show has not been filming.
I don't know about these suspenders, Harold. Let's call it a night and go get some rest.
So they're calling it a night. He's about to start his first full day in Singapore in the next episode, and I think that's where I'm going to cut it off today. I'm trying to, get more consistent with the videos, so if I do that, they got to be a bit shorter. But let me know what you thought of the start of this season. If you're excited to see his journey with me, I'm wondering how many of you saw the first season episodes that I reacted to, because those were hilarious, and I'm ready for more cringe. As always, thanks for making it to the very end of this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace out.